Today we are making kasha or buckwheat with caramelized onions. This isn't so much a recipe as a tip because I'm basically following the directions on the box, but I found that some people cook it without the caramelized onions, and I feel that the caramelized onions that I add to it make a world of difference. They make the kasha much tastier. So if you haven't tried it with onions, I hope you'll give it a try, and I do hope that you'll like it. Just as a side note, I'm going to be using already roasted buckwheat. If you happen to buy it in bulk and it's not roasted, you can just dry roast it on a pan. Just make sure it doesn't burn. Keep tossing it in the pan until it's nice and toasted. So for each cup of kasha that you're going to cook, dry kasha, you're going to need 2 cups of water. So I'm going to cook 3 cups today, so I'm going to bring 6 cups of water to a boil, and I have half a cup, which is 1 stick of unsalted butter, and a little bit of salt in the water to taste. I'm going to bring this to a boil, and then I'll add the kasha, and I'll show you the next step. I like to use this brand of kasha. It's my favorite, but if you can't find it, you can use any other buckwheat, but make sure that it's the whole granulation, not the ones that are chopped up, just the whole grains of kasha. Once you get your water to a boil, you want to add your kasha. I have 3 cups here. And then you're going to cook it for 10 minutes on a medium-low flame, or until the water is absorbed. You want to cover it up. Just keep an eye on it, and then I'll show you the next step. I guess I should mention that I'm caramelizing onions. I just feel like I'm doing it in almost all of my recipes. I don't want to bore you with it, but I am caramelizing onions. I'm caramelizing more than I'm going to use in this recipe because I'm going to use some for another one. But just do as much or as little as you like, and I'm going to add that in once the kasha is almost done. So I have about another minute left to go until the kasha is ready, and I'm going to add my caramelized onions. I probably have a cup and a quarter of them, but again, add to your taste, and I'm definitely going to add a whole lot of ground black pepper. Do it to your taste. I like to add a lot. I think it goes well with onions and the kasha. If you want, you could add a little more butter, taste it. If you don't, then don't. But basically, I'm going to mix it together, fluff it up with a fork, and cover it and let it finish cooking, and then it'll be done. Now, if you have leftover kasha, a great use for it is to cook some bow tie pasta, and maybe toss that with a little bit of butter, and then add the kasha to it, and you have kasha garnish, which is a great side dish, or a meal in itself. Give it a try. So here it is, guys, our finished kasha or buckwheat with caramelized onions. I hope you enjoy.